Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here. But before that, I would like to know, let's have two-way interaction or one-way interaction. Yeah, my dear friends, I am focusing more on the last pages because I know about the last pages. Okay, the last. Yeah, the last. Yeah, my focus will be on you. Okay, here. So, okay, I don't want to use the mic. Am I audible there? The last pages, am I audible? Yes. So, now I would like to know, what's the population of India? What's the population of India? 1.4 billion roughly. Okay. And what's the population of China? And that's 1.2. India's population is 1.43 billion. That is nothing but 143 crores of population. Okay. 143 crores of population. Then in these 143 crores of population, how many problems are prevailing? How many problems are prevailing in the market? No idea. Uncountable. That is, either you can take it as 143 crores of problems that are there. So before starting anything, let me put it in this way. The world's richest country. Which is the world's richest country? US. What's the GDP of that country? What is the GDP of that country? GDP in the sense, you know what is the meaning of GDP? You are commerce students, right? Commerce and management students. What is the GDP of the United States? So don't ask me all the questions. We are busy with our Insta and other WhatsApp stuff. So the GDP, yeah, everyone listen. The GDP, the gross domestic product of the country is $28 trillion. It's $28 trillion. And what is the GDP of India? What is the GDP of India? What is the GDP of India? 3.75 trillion dollars. Are we matching up? Are we really matching up with the requirement of? See, when we see in the United States, what's happening in the United States, why there is more opportunities there? I'll tell you, I'll go with the background of India. India till 17th century, India was one of the richest countries in the world, contributing more than 25% to the global economy. But slowly and steadily it has fallen down. What was the reason behind that one? It was only that reason? Britishers has taken over, British has taken over all the properties and everything, whatever that was there, even including Kohinoor diamond now, right? It's not only that, the mindset, whatever the mindset today, you see most of the students, after I was seeing that best manager, but I don't find anywhere best entrepreneur. Because the reason is our nurturing itself is coming out in such a way, we need to come up, after completing your undergraduation, then you will go for post-graduation like MBA or something like that. And after that, I need to get a job and get settled. That is the way we have been nurtured. But the truth is, I'll tell you the opportunities, what are the opportunities that we have. Today, India is the world's fifth largest economy. India is the world's fifth largest economy. And we do have, like, we are thriving for 5 trillion economy. Because I'll tell you a short story about this one. Till 17th century, when our contribution was more than 25% to the global economy. That means, what is GDP? You people know better than me, I can see. You people are from Econ and BBA and BBM, alright? Yes or no? What is this GDP? What is GDP? Yeah, that even if I ask the class student, you will be telling me. What is GDP? What is the meaning of that one? The total goods and services produced in a country in a particular year is GDP. Yes, no, don't know. Yes, no, don't know. Yes. See, the blue, yeah, everyone listen. Yeah, my dear last friend, the blue t-shirt. Yeah. Am I audible? See, See, the gross domestic product of the country represents that how much of production, how much of services, how much of money we made out in that particular year. So now the question here is how we can increase this one? Only through employment we can increase this amount? The GDP, the total GDP of the country? No. We need to create enterprises. We need to come up with the new business plans. We need to come up with new technologies. See, day by day there is an increase of technology, there is an increase of startups, there is an opportunity prevailing. Most of the US-based companies are there in India. You know Fortune 500 companies, if I am not mistaken. All the Fortune 500 companies, today if you see here, all are present here, taken from McDonald's, KFC, everyone, they do have the operations here. Why do they have the operations here? Because India is having that much of customer base. Like 143 crores of population in the sense, 143 crores of customers they do. So how to tackle this customer base? How to provide services to this customer base? That question let's answer. In addition to that, what is the population of Goa? What is the population of Goa? What is your class strength? What is your class strength? All are coming every day? No. So what is the average class strength? Even that we don't know, sir. Don't ask. I am coming to the class, that's more like that. I need to maintain 75% of attendance. Am I right? Yeah, 2011 census it is 14,60,000. Now probably it will be, after that no census was happened. Okay, now probably it will be in and around, how much? 17 lakhs. Now let me ask you, what is the floating population of Goa? You know the floating population? What is floating population? Oh my God, now I need to become a professor rather than being a resource person. It will be better, I think so. Everyone stand? Not you. Everyone stand for a while? Stand. I'm asking you to stand. After 5 minutes, our brains get deactivated, you know. It will be roaming here and there. We cannot concentrate in the class. Yeah, my dear friend, even you, the blue jeans. Yeah. No problem. Yeah. Sit. Yeah, sit. I'm asking you to sit. Am I audible? Really, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now listen carefully. The floating population is nothing but the tourists. How many people are coming? As per government reports, it is 81 lakhs. 81 lakhs is the floating population of Goa. And in addition, we can add 9 or 10 lakhs. Total of 90 lakhs is the population of Goa. Okay, that is the floating population. Plus these 70 lakhs. That the total population is how much? What is the total population?
1 crore.
90 plus 17 lakhs. 1 crore 7 lakhs is the total population. That is, this is equivalent to a metro city. Then try to understand, when in this 17 lakhs, more than 3 lakhs are the students taking from school education to, I'm talking about school education to college education. And in addition to that, 3 to 4 lakhs are something they are working in private sector, the government sector and other sectors, they are working. And 2 to 3 lakhs, they are serving as an entrepreneurs, as well as they are having their own enterprises. Now the question is, these 2 lakh people are serving the 1 crore 7 lakhs population. So how much of opportunity we do have in Goa, we try to understand. When our principal sir was telling us, so there is a unemployment crisis, that is unemployment problem is a major problem in India. But for Goa, it's not going to be a big problem. The major reason I will tell you here, the first and foremost thing is, rather than concentrating on the job, try to work out on the enterprises, creating some enterprises. So now the question comes, what are the types of funding we do have? Do we have types of funding? Do we have how to start an enterprise? Everyone says that I want to start an enterprise, but I don't know how to start. What idea I need to nurture myself? How to set up an organization? If I set up an organization, how to market my business? These are the questions will be arising in your mind. Today it's very easy because when I was working for the private equity, that is private equity is a consulting firm in the US, there from the student level, I'm talking about from the undergraduation level itself, they start enterprises. How to start an enterprise, and even the angel investors, private equity, venture capital firms, they invest money in the businesses. Now the question mark, tomorrow if you go to your dad and say that, Dad, I would like to start a business, is he going to fund your business? I don't think so. 99.99% at home, they don't do so. Why? After undergraduation, you need to get a good job. Otherwise, you need to go for post-graduation. Yes or no? Or if nothing, if we don't get any job, then it's better to go for, let's sit idle and watch Insta reels, make some Insta reels. And how many of you are Insta actors? There are some Insta actors also, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that will be so active. But the question I'll tell you, see, in order to answer your question, there are different types of funding. So how to get this funding, I'll tell you. So we'll be talking about the government funding. But in addition to that, we do have different types of funding. One is bootstrapping. We call it as bootstrapping. What is this bootstrapping? Like if I want to start a business, either I'll be investing my own saved money. If I have some savings in my account, or if I do have some amount, or if I want to start a business, then I'll be taking that amount. Or if I want to take up friends and family. What is this? See, yeah, later you can do that one. Okay, so there is one more funding, what we call it as love money. What is this love money? What is this love money? This nurtures us very well, right? If I'm not mistaken. This is also known as patient money. When your father or mother or sister or someone is giving in your family to invest, if they are ready to invest in your business, that we call it as love money. Or we can call it as patient money also. Why do we do so? Because once it goes out of the pocket, it's not going to come back if you are running the businesses into the losses. Like that, we do have angel investors. Who are these angel investors? Generally, these angel investors are going to come and invest in your business. Like for example, 4 of you. Then how to start this business? The first question is, first we need to have the nurturing in our mind. Nurturing in the sense something I need to take a risk. You need to have a rocket science to start an enterprise? My question, are you getting my point? Do you need to have a rocket science or something like technology-based company to start an enterprise? Yes, no, no, no. No. Then how to start an enterprise? What do you need to have? How we can start an enterprise? Yeah, before getting into funding, I need to ask this something. How to identify, like, suppose I want to start a business. On what basis I can start a business? On what basis? Okay, I'll show you one thing. Okay, I'll make it because you're getting deactivated. So I need to reactivate or activate you guys. I'll show you one thing. Okay, see guys, I'll tell you one thing. Starting an enterprises, you need to identify what are the problems, what are the opportunities that are prevailing in the market. Like 4 of you, starting an enterprise is very easy when compared to starting an enterprise. Like identify your peers. If you want to start any enterprise, whether it is a small firm or big firm or medium firm, first start with 50,000 or 20,000. Here identify, because here the customer base, you do have a good customer base. That will go about. Only thing is, when 2 lakhs people are serving 1 crore 7 lakhs of population, that is how much of potential is there in this market. So identify that market, start an enterprise, and further the funding support is given through different sources. As I was telling you, we do have bootstrapping, friends and family, we will have the support. In addition to that, we will have the support of angel investors. These angel investors are high net worth individuals. We call them as high net worth individuals. These people are going to invest in your business. Okay? And apart from that one, we do have venture capital and private equity. And in addition to that, you have IPO. What is this IPO? Anyone heard about this IPO? Yeah, what is this all about? Excellent. So what's the difference between a public equity and a private equity? What makes the difference between a public equity and private equity? You can't trade it. So who are going to invest in this private equity and venture capital? See, these venture capital firms generally invest in the early stage companies. Let me tell you a story. How many of you know about this Zepto? Anyone know about Zepto? Zepto. What is this app all about? E-retailing and groceries. Okay. What is the age of the founders? Do you know? Correctly. Probably your age group. Alright? So, let me ask you, how many competitors do you have in the market? Blinkit. Let's take an example. Blinkit, to whom it belongs? Yeah, the picture, you tell me. 1 second. He's busy in talks. Yeah, Blinkit, to whom it belongs? Blinkit. Do you know Blinkit app? Yeah, tell me. Yeah, tell me us. Instamart, to whom it belongs? Swiggy. What about this Big Basket? Reliance. Wow, it's amazing. Really? Are you sure? Quite sure. Blinkit, to whom it belongs? And what about Big Basket? Tata Enterprises. And what about JioMart? Reliance. And what about DMart Trading? DMart. DMart Trading. DMart itself. Who is the founder of that one? Very good. So now these many competitors are there, and two fellows of your age, two guys of your age, they came in the market and totally captured the market. You know, within 1.5 years, try to understand this one. Within 1.5 years, the age group is 18. They started initially at the age of 18, okay, with the name of Kirana Mart. And they changed because they didn't get any funding from either from venture capitalists or angel investors or anyone. They immediately changed the name to Zepto. And what is the USP of Zepto? I know these many people who take it from Big Basket. We do have Blinkit, Luzo, and many others are there in the market who are the top-notch people. Big Basket is already, they have captured 85% of the share in the market. But even then, these two guys came in the market, they were able to capture the market. Within 1.5 years, they were able to make the company as $1.4 billion company. In Indian currency, what's the amount? If you convert that $1.4 billion, it's 12,400 crores of rupees. Within 1.5 years, the persons are of your age group, not something that they know, something or rocket science or something like that. See, within 2022 June, now what's the date today? It's 2024. And I'm talking about the valuation of the company in the month of March 2024. The valuation went up to 12,400 crores in Indian rupees. So, within 1.5 years, the persons who are of your age group are able to do, because this age is something like that, where you can convert your ideas into businesses. Why I told you about this fellow? Because these guys, most of the businesses in the United States, how they are coming up, you know? Because either they are registering with the youth Y incubator. There is a Y accelerator, okay? That is an incubator where you can easily register and grab funding from the business, like from the government. There are different types of funding. You know, you have studied about equity funding, debt funding. There is one more funding, which is known as grants. For the students, in order to help the students, like if you have an idea, you can grab the grants from the government. There is a link called startupindia.gov.in where you can register yourself as a startup and get the permission of, like, if you are identified or if you are recognized as a startup from EPIIT, getting the grants for your business is easy. And in addition to that, not only the government schemes, we do have the bank loans. We do have two types of bank loans. One is collateral bank loans, and without collateral also people are ready to provide based on the performance of your company. Now I told you about Zepto, right? Like that we do have many other examples. See, only thing is you need to identify the opportunity. Whether you capture, you get into the service business. Let me ask you one more thing. This Zepto, why am I telling you about Zepto? Is it manufacturing anything? Only he is a service provider. Then let me know what is the USP. I was asking you a question of what is the USP of Zepto? What is the USP? Exactly, 10 minutes delivery. These two guys They came up with the concept of 10 minutes delivery. 10 minutes delivery in the sense, within once you order, the products are going to be at your home within 10 minutes. And today, you believe me or not, they were able to capture the market and they are doing well. Now they are getting into the new market, that is cloud kitchen. Cloud kitchen is and ghost kitchen, or one and the same. They are coming up with a theme of ghost kitchen and cloud kitchen, and they are doing the business. See, the only thing what you need to understand is identify the gap. If there is any problem prevailing. See, let's take the example of Goa. I was telling you about Goa. The population is very high, the floating population, and here people are coming for pleasure. That means they are ready to spend money. They are not. See, generally what happens in other markets, I'm telling you about Mumbai, Hyderabad, or any metro cities, Delhi, Calcutta, or any other cities, the population is say 1.5 crore or 2 crores of population. Even Goa floating population is more. The thing, what is the difference between the metro city and here is, people, the money flows within us. Let's take an example, we are from the same city. My money goes to her money goes to her, and her money comes to me by selling and buying. But here, the major advantage of Goa is, here money is dump. People are coming for spending money. People who are coming as a tourist, they are ready to spend. The only thing is, you need to identify any business, whether it's a small business, a micro business, or a medium business, or a small business, or scalable business. Do you know the difference between small business and scalable business? What is the difference between a small business and a scalable business? How many of you are from business background or family? You have the family businesses. Yeah, you do have family businesses, all right? What is the startup business? What is a small business? And what is a scalable business? Yeah, you are very good. Yeah. What is the difference? Can you tell me? What is a small business and a scalable business?
Scalable business already established and they're trying to make it out product and start the
Is it so? How many of you, can you tell me what is a small business and a scalable business? Any idea?
So scalable means
Yeah.
there are growth opportunities for the sector and the product.
Absolutely. See, the difference is, let's take an example. These 4 guys were telling we do have a business. Probably your dad is running this business for last 10 years or 20 years or 30 years, but he may be having 1 or 2 branches or 3 branches, max to max. But the scalable business is something like Zepto, Zomato, Swiggy, where you can scale up your business to the massive scale. See, is it really possible within 1.5 year, getting the amount of 12,400 crores, is it really possible? But it's possible in scalable business. When you do have the support from venture capitalist firms, when you do have a support from private equity, it's very easy for scale up your business. And in a similar way, you have social entrepreneurship also. What is this social entrepreneurship? Like, if you are able to resolve the problem, the motto will not be purely profit motto, but also to identify that what are the problems that are prevailing, and based on that one, you are going to start a business. As I was telling you, today we have different types of funding opportunities. The government is ready to give money, and the government is ready to provide the support. And as I was telling you, this 143 crores of population, this 143 crores of population is going to be your customer base. Only thing is, you need to initiate. Like, even after saying these all the things, let's look at it this way. Like, starting a business is not that hard today. Everything is made in a single hero system. The government is making it very clear. The students I'm talking about, even if you make loss, even if you are not able to pay the taxes, from 5 years to 10 years now, it has increased to 10 years. There is a tax exemption for the startups. But you need to get identified as a startup. You need to scale up your business. For that purpose, what you need to do, today we do have different types of funding opportunities. Identify the funding opportunity, come up with a proper business plan. What is this business plan all about? What type of business I am trying to do? What is the competitive analysis that I need to make it? And these all the things, if you are able to make it, then starting a business is not going to be a big deal. And now, let me ask you one question. Yeah, the white shirt. Yeah. Let me ask you a question. Yeah, you are the one. Yeah. You are in speaking mode. So I need to make it in an active mode. Yeah. So I need to make a business plan. So for example, tomorrow you are planning to start a business. Okay? If you need to start a business, what do you need to have first? Huh? Capital. Is it so? How many of you say that if I want to start a business, I need to have a capital?
You have a problem which you
Huh?
First you need to have a problem which you have a solution for.
You need to have a problem or an idea?
Idea which
Yeah, the
you have a
problem.
solution.
Yeah, solutions for the problem. Okay, you got the problem, solution for the problem. Okay, you have identified a gap. So now the question is, after identifying the gap, now you want to start a business. The next thing, what you have, what you need to have? A good product or service. Is it so? Oh, yeah, okay, she got a solution of serving a good product or service. Now to identify that one, what I need to do first? To identify a problem, what I need to do first? A market research I have to do. I'll tell you one of your friends, I think so, he has done only a polytechnic. I'll tell you, try to understand here. This time what he had done, there was no footwear, only one footwear was here in Panjim. This time what he had done, he want to start some business, but he don't have money. But he has identified, his uncle has told him to go and do the market research. First you do the market research, whether this particular business is feasible for you or not. You need to identify 3 or 4 opportunities. I'll show you one thing so that yeah guys, are you able to see that picture? The last pages. Are you able to see that picture? Are you able to see the picture? Yes, no, don't know. So how many horses are you able to find there?
1, 3, 4.
Is it visible? Is it visible? How many horses are you able to find?
5, 6. Speaking of horses, what is
How many horses are you able to find? Wow, amazing. You are thinking of things. Yeah, how many say 5? How many say 4? How many say 7? Someone was telling me 7. 7. How many say 6? Raise your hands. How many say only 1? Only 1. 2? Our brains are getting activated. Slowly it is getting activated, I think so now. How many say 3? Yeah guys, how many of you say there are 3? How many horses are you able to find? See guys, now I think so everyone got activated. See, in the market, once you go, for some people it is 1 horse. For some people there are no horse because it's all picture, alright? For some people it's 7 horses you were able to find. For some people it was 5, 4, 6, 2, 3, 1. See, the thing what you need to understand, when you get into the market there are thousands of opportunities. The way you see the opportunity, whether it is an opportunity or for some people it may be a problem or for some people it may be an opportunity. Then how you people are going to grab that opportunity, that matters a lot. So when you do this market research, when you are able to do the market research, then you identify the problem that is prevailing. There will be anywhere and everywhere there is a gap between that is demand and supply. If you are able to identify that demand and market supply gap, then that is going to be your business. That problem, whatever the problem identification and supply the goods, as she was telling, that if you are able to supply a proper goods and services, and definitely that is going to be your solution for the business. Now, after identifying that one, you need to have a proper business plan. Why we need to have either we call it as detailed project report, or generally you do after your undergraduation or project report. You remember? Yes. You do, alright? So in a similar way, whenever you are approaching with a business idea, that should have an action plan. What are the financials for next 5 years? What will be your sales for next 5 years? Who are the competitors for your business? Whether this particular business is feasible or not? The feasibility, validity, reliability of the business you need to do, and whether can I convert this idea into a business. The commercialization of your idea, that matters a lot for anything. When you are able to do that one, when running a business, there is no, literally speaking, most of the people say that out of 10, 9 fails. Generally there is a standard column. They say that out of 10 businesses, 9 fails, only 1 gets successful, 1 or 2 maximize. But the truth is, if you have a proper plan, if you are able to make a plan and if you have a DPR properly, then 99% of the businesses never fail. When you have a customer base, when you do have so much of potential, the only thing what you need to do is identify the opportunity and do it. I'll tell you one small story. Generally today most of the businesses, what's happening in the day-to-day business I'll tell you. How many of you know about Jio? Jio, everyone is using Jio. How they came into the market?
They give it for free.
Sorry? When they came in the market? In the year of 2016, November they came in the market. And what was the way he came in the market? Everything is free. For 1.5 years, he has given the services for free of cost. I'll tell you before this one, because I need to tell this story, this whatever the case study. Before that, I'll tell you one story, a small story. In the US, it happened. So one day, I hope so you have gone through this story. I think so. What happened? One fellow, what he had done, he opened a zoo. You know zoo, where the animals are. So in order to maintain zoo, it's very costly affair because you need to provide food for all these from elephants, lion, and other places. This fellow has started and he charged for each visitor, like the people who visit the zoo, he used to charge $50. $50. I'll ask the question, I'll be asking you the question. Okay? For each visitor, he used to charge $50. Okay, but there were only 1 or 2 people used to come to his zoo. And slowly then later he was unable to maintain that particular zoo. Later he reduced the amount to $40. Eventually he was unable to match the cost and also your revenue should match, right? It should be above, your revenue should be more than your cost. Then later what he had done, he has given it for $30. Even then he is unable to do the business. And finally what he had done, he made it for free of cost. Everything is free. You can check in. I don't know how many of you heard about the story. Yeah. So everyone entered into the zoo. Then later what we had done, if you want to exit the zoo, then $500 you need to pay and exit. See, that is the way today businesses are running. Any business you take it. Today most of the startups that go in India, first they give the freebies. Freebies in the sense, what is the meaning of freebies? When someone is giving for free of cost, which is having the product is having the value, for the employee, that is employer, for the entrepreneur, you are the product. Are you getting my point? When something is given for free of cost, try to understand anywhere, if someone is giving something for free of cost, you are the product for him. Now what they do first, they will make you habituated with this process, everything. Once you get habituated, there is no alternative for you. The Geo, the same thing he has done. He has given free of cost. And I'm telling you, I don't think maybe in the 5th standard or 7th standard. He 2016, at the time for 1 GB, Airtel used to charge 258.9 rupees. I don't know how many of you know about this one. You know about that. For 1 GB, they used to charge 259 rupees. Suddenly this fellow came, every day 4 GB unlimited, use as much as possible. And we made the people to get habituated with this one. And today, what is happening now, you people are getting habituated with unlimited 5G. And whatever the prices, it went from 349 to, I'm talking about 84 days, 349 to 399 to 399 to 366, 666 to 777, now it is 949, 5G unlimited. So the thing, what you need to understand, whenever you are doing a business, whether it's a Zepto, how they came into the business, first giving the discounts. The more they have given the discount and captured the market and they made their, so you are getting addicted to that one. That is the way they are modeling. Today, customers are not loyal. Everyone is a customer. I'll ask you one simple scenario. Zepto, you generally have an order from, what do you say, Swiggy or Zomato. You get the order here, Swiggy or Zomato. Let's take an example. Today you are ordering a biryani or something like that, whatever your favorite dish. Now you have two options. Either you can order through Swiggy, the other one is Zepto. Let's take an example. 5 is there is a difference. The same restaurant, Zepto, they are giving 100 rupees discount. And this fellow, Swiggy, is giving 80 rupees discount. Which app do you use? The person who is giving 100 rupees discount. So, are the customers loyal? No. The thing is here, the people want more discount. People are coming because you need to cash this one. How to cash this one? Initially you give the freebies, then you become the product for that one. So now the thing, what am I trying to make you understand at the end of the session? Try to grab the opportunity. You have plenty of opportunity. India is the hub for many things. As I was telling India, I'm telling you, the United States of America, with $28 trillion, and $28 trillion, the population, what is the population? It is 33 crores, now it is 35. 35 crores of population, the per capita income is more than $20,000 to $25,000. But in India, the major problem is we do have the capacity, we do have the customer base. How we are going to convert these problems into solutions and into a business that matters a lot. If you are able to do that one, there are plenty of opportunities and plenty of funding. And the government, as I was telling you, the government is giving a grant, okay, seed funding grant. If you are able to utilize, like 4 people come join together and apply in Startup India scheme, you do find investors, and in addition to that, you do find like the grants, like 35 lakhs to 40 lakhs only to repay that. The government is giving for free of cost to start a business. And if you become an entrepreneur, that is going to need it and of everything. So try to do it. If you are able to do it, it's well and good. Okay? Thank you so much.